In the latest installment of our series of reports on the vegetarian movement in Taiwan, we introduce you to the founder of the Meat-Free Monday campaign, Mr. Su-Xiao-huan. Formerly a newspaper editor and then a novelist, around a dozen years ago, he moved to the mountains to get away from it all and switched to a vegetarian diet for health reasons. After seeing the benefits, he decided to found the Meat-Free Monday organization and rapidly found himself thrust reluctantly into the limelight.
你是当生个火要多久时间？
这个这样看起来应该是5分钟就可以生得起来。就有时候地瓜把它丢进去，它就会熟。我的个性一直。
I'm not the kind of person who likes to tell other people what to do. I never thought one day I would be telling people to do this or that.
What was it that made a modern-day hermit come out of his shell? Former newspaper editor and author Su-Xiao-huan is now a vegetarian activist and one of the founders of Meat-Free Monday.
By eating vegetarian, I avoid a lot of things. For example, artery problems and even cancer. I think I have a much greater chance of avoiding them than most.
Su-Xiao-huan's family pet is a year-old goose, which was a guest of honor at a Meat-Free Monday event last year.
In the end, it didn't take part in the event, but afterwards we had to deal with it. We didn't want to send it back because it would be slaughtered, so we kept it and it became a member of the family.
Su-Xiao-huan and his kind-hearted wife are of the same mind. A dozen years ago, they both stopped eating meat, and their 2 sons have been vegetarians since childhood.
I'm 174 to 175 centimeters tall. My wife is 164 centimeters. We both have a medium build. We are not very tall. But for our 2 children, one is 180 centimeters and the other is 182 centimeters. Since they were little, they rarely got ill.
The family enjoyed the advantages of vegetarian food. Su-Xiao-huan decided to share that benefit and form the Meat-Free Monday platform to encourage the public to eat vegetarian at least once a week.
The human race takes things from nature that go beyond nature's capacity, way beyond. For these problems, if no one stands up and says something, without knowing it, they will continue to get worse.
But does eating meat really put a burden on the environment? According to the UN's Food and Agriculture Organization, from 1969 to 1971, over 870 million people suffered from malnutrition. By 2010, that figure had risen by over 60 million. In other words, for every 7 people in the world, 1 does not have enough to eat. One reason is the high price of grain.
If you take beans or grains, not all, but for example, if you stop feeding 1/3 to animals and give it directly to people, distributed it, the price of grain would go down by over half, and a lot less people would go to bed hungry.
Although still unaccustomed to the limelight, Su-Xiao-huan feels he is doing the right thing. Meat-Free Monday is now working towards encouraging people to eat vegetarian on a daily basis to help turn the tables on the food crisis.